All right, let's talk about one of the biggest challenges for any engineering student, winning the morning. And look, this isn't going to be one of those hype videos telling you to wake up at 4 a.m. No, this is a practical engineer's approach, a system for getting your most important work done when your brain is actually at its best. Let's get into it.
You've probably heard this before, but I want you to really think about it. This isn't just some fluffy quote. For someone juggling a crazy course load, it's everything. How you start your day literally sets the tone for everything that follows.
Yeah, that sounds great in theory, right? But for most of us, reality looks a lot more like this. That awful alarm, the constant, frustrating war with the snooze button, you get a few more minutes of terrible sleep, but you lose all your momentum. If that sounds a little too familiar, don't worry. You are in the right place. So why is this so unbelievably hard? It's so easy to just blame yourself, right? To think, I just don't have enough willpower. But the real reason you're failing to wake up early, it probably has nothing to do with how tough you are. It's something else entirely. And this right here, this is the big mindset shift. The myth is that you just have to muscle through it, that it's all about discipline. But the truth? Waking up early isn't about being tough, it's about being smart. It's the result of a system that actually begins the night before. Let me say that again, because this is the absolute key. You don't have a waking up problem. You have a going to bed problem. The moment you really get that, everything changes. You can stop fighting a battle you can't win in the morning and start focusing on the part you can actually control. Okay, so if it's a system, what does it actually look like? Well, we've broken it down into a really simple 3-step blueprint that anybody can follow. There's no magic here, just a clear, actionable plan to get you waking up early consistently. So here are the 3 pillars. Number 1, and this is the most important, you have to master your night. Number 2, you need a way to beat the alarm without even thinking. And 3, you need to build momentum so you don't just immediately crash. Let's break down each one. All right, step 1. This is where 90% of the work happens, mastering your night. The goal here isn't just to fall asleep. It's to get genuinely high-quality, restorative sleep that's actually going to fuel you for the next day. So what does a good nightly shutdown look like? First, aim to be in bed by 10:30 or 11 p.m. I know. But if you want to wake up early and feel good, this is pretty much non-negotiable. Next, and this is the killer, no phone for at least 30 minutes before bed. Seriously, the blue light from your screen just destroys your sleep quality. And of course, try to avoid huge meals or getting sucked into that endless scroll on social media. Okay, on to step 2. You've prepped the night before, but that alarm still goes off. That groggy, foggy feeling in the first few seconds, that's a real thing called sleep inertia. And it's the critical point where most people fail. We're going to beat it with a super simple mental trick called the 5-second rule. The instant your alarm goes off, you don't think. You don't negotiate. You just start counting backwards in your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as soon as you hit 1, you physically move. You sit up instantly. That one simple action interrupts your brain's default desire to hit snooze. You're using action to get ahead of your own excuses. All right, you're up. You're sitting up in bed. That is a huge win. But we're not done yet. Step 3 is all about building momentum. A massive mistake people make is they try to immediately jump into the hardest, most painful task of the day. That's a recipe for feeling totally overwhelmed and wanting to give up. You need to start with an easy win. So what does an easy win look like for an engineering student? Well, think about warming up your brain. You could start with some light revision or read over some theory. What you want to avoid is jumping straight into that monster coding assignment or those really heavy numerical problems. The goal is just to get your brain firing and get that first check mark on your to-do list. So why are we going through all this trouble? Because as an engineering student, those quiet, focused morning hours, they are your secret weapon. They are your single biggest advantage in a super demanding field. And this really says it all. A single hour of focused work in the morning when your brain is fresh and your phone is quiet is easily worth 2 or even 3 distracted hours late at night. For the really tough subjects like AI, data structures, or operating systems, this isn't just a slight edge, it's a total game changer. Okay, that all sounds great, but knowing isn't doing. So let's turn this knowledge into an actual lasting habit. I'm going to give you a simple 7-day challenge that you can literally start tonight. Now, the key here is to do this gradually. Don't try to go from waking up at 9 to waking up at 6 overnight. For the first 2 days, just wake up 30 minutes earlier. That's it. On days 3 and 4, adjust your bedtime to match. By the end of the week, you can lock in that new time. Trust me, a slow ramp up is so much more effective.
But you know what? Let's make it even simpler. Your mission for tonight, the one thing you can do to get started, is this. Put your phone away 30 minutes before you plan to sleep. Just do that one thing. It's the first domino. If you can do that, you've already started the process. Look, waking up early isn't about punishing yourself. It's about optimizing your performance. It's about applying your best energy to your hardest problems. You're an engineer. This is just engineering your day for success. So, are you ready to start winning? If you want more practical systems like this to level up your life, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.